Alright guys, what's up? It's your boy the Kryptonian Saiyan here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 230. And once again, this chapter just gives me a lot of reasons for why I really enjoy reading One Piece. I love the whole adventure aspect of this. Like, I love the feel that you get where each island is like its own little mini adventure. And I really feel like I'm a preteen reading watching Dragon Ball. I actually read the manga as an adult, but watching the Dragon Ball series, not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball, and seeing like the whole adventure aspect where it's like, oh, we've got to go after these different wishing orbs, which are the Dragon Balls, and we have to go in these different territories and meet these crazy characters. And it's the same thing with Oda. Luffy's on the Grand Line. You know that he's looking to be king of the pirates. You know that with Luffy, the big thing is each island is going to present its own challenges, and this is the same thing with Jaya. So I like this. I love the whole adventure feel for this. I'm not really a big fan of adventure stories, but at the same time, they have a soft spot in my heart. So I like this. Now that the rambling's out of the way, we got to get right into the chapter. So one of the things I thought was very interesting is we have we have Cricket, and they're all partying, and he's telling the stories and everything, and that's when he says, "Oh shoot, you guys need to find the Southbird." And what ends up making the Southbird special is the Southbird has a keen sense of direction. And what we find out is that they can't find the current unless they have the Southbird. And it's got a very distinct cry, okay? And what I thought was very interesting about this is once again, you have Nami, where Nami is the one who says, oh, okay, this is kind of like where with Salmon. Salmon have a very keen sense of direction. And I like how, once again, it's Nami who incorporates some of the real world aspects. That's why I say, like, Nami and your Usopps, they're more of the regular people in the crew. Like later on in the chapter where Usopp's like, oh, they're tarantulas, and tarantulas are poisonous, but if you don't do anything to provoke them, they're not going to bite you. It's like these two, they're like the news anchors for shows on the Discovery Channel. It's just like, haha, this is a poisonous whatever, is not really going to hurt you. Like, it's like, I like seeing that because you're on a crew with these incredible, fantastical people. You've got Chopper, the talking deer. You have the talking reindeer, right? Santa Claus is the reject. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer's ex enemy or rival, that's the word I was looking for. And then you got Zoro, this walking man beast. Sanji, the perverted cook with the super strong legs. Nico Robin, who's just freaking amazing. I'm almost to a point where I'm saying Nico Robin's just the hands down bae on this channel, because old girl got it going on. She got the extra hands, she got the crazy ass design. She moves the plot forward. Like, oh man, I'm loving me some Nico Robin right now. Like, I might have to go get my hair cut before I go talk to Nico Robin, man. Like, I open up the chapter, I'm like, how you doing, baby? Like, that's how I be feeling when I read Nico Robin, man. Because she just moves the plot forward. I just get so giddy when I read the scenes where she's in it. So now that all the silly shit's out of the way, I have to say this too, right? I have to say this. So once again, I love how in this chapter, what Oda ends up doing is it's just like, hey, Nami, I'm going to put you right here, and I'm going to show you this gold statue, this golden bell. I'm going to tell you it's a giant golden bell. I'm going to show you this golden statue of this bird. And right away, I'm thinking, man, she's about to rob this dude blind, and I'm going to love every second of it. Because for some of you guys who might be new, chances are you don't know that. In like my earlier reviews, I talked about how I'm reviewing the chapters from the beginning, but I'm also watching some of the anime stuff as I finish up the manga arcs. And so what ends up happening is I'm watching the Romance Dawn arc, and one of the things that happens is I actually see Nami before she debuted in the manga. Like, I was already ahead, but just in terms of timeline placement, the anime had it where Nami was robbing pirate ships. And it was really setting up, like, since I knew what was going to happen, it was setting up, like, oh, Nami and Luffy are getting ready to meet. And even if I hadn't actually read the manga, you could tell that's where that was going. And it almost felt like Oda was just like, hey, I'm going to slip some of this in here. So that was really cool to, kind of see that. And the fact that she didn't actually rob him blind, that's a very pleasant surprise, man. Once again, having people do stuff out of character, I like that. Usually that's a big no-no, but Oda pulls it off in a way where you kind of roll with it. So The other thing about this is how they break up into search parties. I just said the other chapter, I was like, man, I want to see more Luffy and Chopper, man. I feel like there could be so much comedy there. And what ends up happening is that's exactly what happens. Like literally all of my favorites are put into the same groups. The only thing is you have Robin and Zoro, and I thought that was very interesting because I think Oda does things on purpose. And the thing is I don't know if he put Robin there and Zoro there because Zoro's like the second in command, and yet Robin is really the second most useful Devil Fruit user. Like I know Chopper can do different things in battle, but I really feel like when you look at Nico Robin, I mean she was called Miss All Sunday for a reason, man. She was #2 in Crocodile's organization. It was Crocodile, then it was her. So you would have to bump her up in terms of usefulness when it comes to Devil Fruit. So I like how Oda's just putting those two together, and it's almost like this is the male and female counterpart. So that was cool. But on the other end, you have like the comedy aspect. You have Sanji and Usopp and Nami, and it's just like anytime Sanji and Nami together, there's going to be some rooms where Sanji's just getting his simp on. Where he's like, Nami, baby, how are you doing? Oh, you have a caterpillar? I'll give you another worm. Like, Sanji's looking to have some type of perverted stuff taking place, man. So I like that, and I like how, Usopp's like, oh, Nami, you have a spider on your back, and, Sanji's like, Usopp, you get rid of that thing. Don't piss off Nami. It's like, this dude is trying so hard to get Nami's attention, man, her affection, and I just love it, man. Like, I love it. At first when they were breaking up into teams, I thought, okay, Oda is gonna, throw me a bone. He's gonna put, Nami and Sanji and Nico Robin together, and like, that's not the case. So that was pretty cool, man. So once again, I like that dynamic. I like how Sanji's like, Nami, I'll protect you from anything, and this Usopp's like, what about me, dog? You gonna forget about me? And that's what Sanji's like, dude. You're a sharpshooter. Do whatever you do. Matter of fact, I don't care what you do. I'm taking care of Nami. Just don't get in my way. Like, I like how you have that dynamic. And then with Luffy and Chopper, you just have the what the hell is going on thing where, like, Luffy's trying to explain stuff to Chopper, and Luffy has no idea. In fact, like, Luffy's got the dirt face on where he's just like, I don't know if this is more precious than the One Piece. And it's like, the roll credits. If that's Cinema Sins, roll credits, man. But it's just like, you don't know if that's more valuable than the One Piece. That's what you're searching after so you can become king of the pirate. Like, oh, this one, I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with Luffy. I love scenes like this, but I hate scenes like this too, man. But at the same time, I look at Luffy like he's a lovable idiot. Like, at this point, it wouldn't surprise me by the time I get caught up if I don't have 50 volumes of Luffy, you big dummy. Like, so this is or a whole manga volume of that. I think the manga volume is like 10 chapters, so like 10 volumes. So with all that out of the way, there's one other scene that I thought was pretty funny, and what I'm referring to is you have this moment where Nami's talking about the sense of direction. Luffy looks at Zoro, and Luffy, I'm loving this dude, man. I'm loving it. This means a love-hate relationship, but I'm loving what Luffy does is he looks at Zoro and he just starts trolling. He's just like, Zoro, you're worse than an animal when it comes to sense of direction. And Zoro looks at this dude like he can kill him, man. He's just like, you're one to talk. Oh, man, that was so hilarious. That was so hilarious, man. And a big part of the reason on it is it's just like I've seen like the different memes and stuff where you got Zoro being lost, and one of them he finds his way into the Dragon Ball Z world and the Naruto world, and it's just like, oh, Zoro got lost again. So that was pretty funny, man. Just to see how Oda's cracking those little jokes in there. And that was cool because you're seeing them kind of play off of each other. But with that being said, the other thing is this chapter ends on a very serious note, and I'm very glad to see this because I was thinking, okay, they're gonna get the South Bird, they're gonna find the stream, they're gonna go up, they're gonna get their Mary Poppins on, and it's just like, haha, they're on the Sky Island. And then I was just like, what's going on with Bellamy, right? I'm glad that this isn't going to be the case. What we're actually going to end up seeing is Bellamy shows up and he's just like, I'd rather steal someone else's treasure who spent 10 years looking for it because they call me the hyena, you idiot. And it looks like we're going to have some type of throwdown like with Masira and his brother versus Bellamy. I think those two might get one shot at, again, it'll raise the stakes and maybe present Bellamy as being more of a threat than he is. because again, I think Luffy's gonna mop the floor with him. But the thing is, it's just having that there. Once again, Oda raises the stakes without actually having to resort to a lot of melodrama, because he hits you with that heavy hand, soft hand type stuff where you're laughing and you're enjoying the chapter, and then you're just like, bam, gotcha, sucker. It's almost like this. Like I was joking with my sister earlier. I was helping her change out one of her grills, right? And the crazy thing about this is her grill, her car grill, it came off. And what I ended up doing was, is I was, taking the bolts off and put the new grill on, and I was just like, yeah, like your car. She was like, I don't know what I hit. And I said, well, the thing is, it's like, you didn't have to hit anything. You've like been in so many accidents and everything. Like your car has like PTSD. Like your car is like getting in a fight with Manny Pacquiao. It took so many lefts and right hooks and everything. It's just like, ha ha, I'm falling apart on your ass. I have nothing to say to you. And it's the same thing. That's how Oda does his stuff, man. Oda's just like, ha ha, gotcha, sucker. Like it's that, man. So I like how Oda just hits you with the right hook before you even realize it. And you as a reader, you just get so enamored with it that you just keep reading because you're like, oh, gotta get to the next chapter, gotta get to the next chapter, gotta get to the next chapter. So I like this. I personally prefer One Piece in the manga format than the anime version for reasons like this, man. So with that being said, I don't have a chapter question for you guys, but I will ask a second. I'll ask a question that's not chapter related. Just curious, what do you guys prefer to enjoy One Piece as? As the anime or as the manga? Tell me why. Is it because of the slow pacing? Is it because of the fast pacing of the manga? I wouldn't even say the manga's fast paced, but you know what I mean. It's faster paced than the anime. So with that being said, if you like anything I had to say, hit that like button, comment, rate, subscribe, share. I will greatly appreciate it. That's it. Yep. P.S. Might have to edit this in so you guys know. P.S. Gonna be doing something a little different. Coming up on the 1 year for the channel, and kind of spread myself a little too thin. And in particular, one of the things I end up doing is, I started out, try to do a whole bunch of comic book stuff and review everything from chapter 1 and do current reviews and do comic book news and spread myself pretty damn thin. I had to cut back on a lot of stuff off and on, right? So what I'm actually going to end up doing is I'm going to break off and do something separate for the comic book stuff and try to build that separately. Probably do something like that on the weekends. But that's really it, man. Let me know, let me know if you got video suggestions, for, hell, anything. If you got One Piece stuff, let me know. Like, don't do any spoilers. I know some of you guys have encouraged me not to read the comments, but, it's about engagement, man. You guys are taking time to watch my stuff, so the least I can do is, comment back, try to build up this community, because you guys right now, you are the first soldiers, the first members of what I'm calling the Saiyan Empire. Like, you guys are there. I have a goal of hitting 100,000 subscribers. That's on my channel banner. That's my goal, 100,000. And you guys are right here in the very beginning. Like, even after I hit 100,000, when that's my goal, even after I hit it, if I hit it, but I believe I'm going to hit it. So if I hit it, when I hit it, you guys are always going to be my favorites. You guys are always going to be my favorites. Like, I don't always respond right away. Sometimes I take a while, but I try to respond to every individual comment, and it's for that reason. It's for that reason. So this might have dragged the video out longer than it needed to go, but as always, guys, let's do this the correct way. As always, if you like anything I have to say, hit that like button, comment, rate, subscribe, share. I will greatly appreciate it. That's it. Thanks for watching, Kryptonians.